That was Lethal Ignition.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the Impure Rage. I guess it's the same kind of value you would get from like a Frederick going for Impure Rage, right?
Yeah.
You get it, translate it over, you clear really quick, and that's exactly what he's doing already. One shot, taking away the green cam without any help, even without mid-prio.
Actually, I think that is something that we saw in MPLP-H when we saw the Nolan 1 or 2 times. It was also just Impure Rage already. Then no one was packing the Lethal Ignition for the burst. So really just going for the utility instead.
It's one of those picks, as you look at the rest of the emblems here, that the windows, like the windows up opportunity for a Nolan have to be on point. That's one of the more difficult things to make work. Yes, you can still kind of get away relying on that ultimate, but you know, nonetheless, it's also just relying on the team to make this work. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do, because even with the Uranus pick for Kid Bomba, you know, we've seen the Uranus struggle a little bit earlier on today, but they're going to make a play up here.
Yeah, spin the all-in over. Good Mana Shocker locks one shot down, but is able to dash away to safety. Just a bit of a skirmish down below. Ven going to be taken very low. Hiko doesn't have Flicker, and Ven will save his.
Okay. Early action. They're still going to stay up on this side, too. One shot is ready. I mean, multiple members from Team Spirit up. They still want to go for this kill if they can.
Here. Oh, instant all-in first blood for Bomba.
All right, easy pick off there by Team Spirit. That was a long back and forth up top. I think it's because you also just see the strength of the Evil lineup. A lot of crowd control, strong ones at that too. Sayla forced to use the flicker in mid. One shot gets the turtle. That's just a lot of value across the board for Team Spirit.
That's a lot of little wins across the map already in this first, you know, couple minutes of the game. And you can see what they're going to do. They're going to continue to put pressure on this side of the jungle, providing information. I think they're just going to disengage after that. Aether, using that Mount Charger, is not going to be able to find a stun there. So Sawo, even himself, is actually doing a really good job at providing that information here. And once he hits that level 4, which he's very close to, he'll be able to set things up.
I can definitely see that for Evil. It just gets really tough because they're not used to seeing Nolan, right? So they have completely forgotten about the tempo that he can play with. The Dragon with Flicker, independent airstrike, and the fracture. He's ticking down, but he got away with Flicker. He's powerful.
Maybe if that was a Lethal Ignition, hey.
Maybe.
Probably it would have definitely been a kill there, but that's still a good move by Team Spirit. Sawo setting the tempo now after they got the ball rolling after that first turtle. And yeah, I gotta agree with you. I think that's the tricky thing about Nolan when he hasn't shown up in a while. Is like he's good at just showing up, dealing a bunch of bursts, making it look like the team is backed off, and the next thing you know, he's back.
Yeah, it's one of the highlights that he played into, you know, when Nolan was picked up so much before. They're gonna, I thought they were gonna actually go for a kick here, but not able to get the angle they were looking for. You can see Sayla was holding on to that feathered airstrike. They're still a bit of ways from this turtle to come up here, though. So powerful. Once he's landing on that level 4 on this Tigreal, we'll see if they can then make a counter punch themselves. Right now, they're just kind of scrambling around.
You can really see the difference, though, in itemization as well, because Sawo, he went for a red roam item first before the conceal. This is usually what you go for, so you get gold, XP, quick. Powerful, went for conceal all the way from the start. That's why he's just been really falling behind in level. He only now just got level 4. Sawo's going to be looking for the play again. Knows he doesn't have the flicker, but won't be able to find the kick in time. The Shunfu was not used to cancel out the hammer knockup.
Was he just wait? Did he wait a little bit? It seemed like he waited a little bit too long. It's like, you know, he almost kind of faked himself out on that one, trying to set it up, but they're going to push Aether back.
Yeah, Bomba's just doing so much right now. Pops in the Consecration. Ven even getting chunked there by the Uranus. Sawo is going to have to wait for the cooldown of Wade the Dragon to be back up with Sunset Lover on the Feather Airstrike.
Trying to find an opening here. Here, Aether powerful all together. Here's Sawo.
Aether's going to be zoned away. That's going to be Black Dragon from over to one shot. Mountain Shocker to peel for himself now. Is powerful. It's going to be there with the Implosion. Kiting back away. Kid Bomba able to flicker out now. Sawo is caught in the midst of it all and gets taken very low. One shot. Still able to win out the retry. Bomba again against 4. Will be able to buy enough time getting one as One Shot dives in under turret. Powerful glow. One Shot gets a double. Sunset Lover setting up, but they got a turret juggle well. Fade away. Powerful gets out again.
Powerful gets out, but at the cost of his team, man. I mean, that was a whole lot for Team Spirit to capitalize on.
That's Tixalon. Lance Real? Lance Real.
Lance Real, Lance Real.
Smooth move.
Clean from Sawo. Already shutting the doubters up about his choke.
Yeah, I think he's showing us that is a comfort for him.
Showing us?
Yeah,
he's showing us, man.
He's showing us. He's making it work, definitely. Glowing Wand now for Sayla, Dominus Eyes for Sawo. The Team Spirit, they can't keep this up. Again, expected when you have a lineup with a Uranus and a Joe together, you're most likely going to be dominating the early game, as Evil will be looking for the power spike around the Claude. They have to start playing for Ven now and see if they can give him significantly faster farm.
Yeah, well, that's one of the unfortunate things about a Claude. You know, you basically have to wait for that Trinity to come up. Oh, no. Whoa.
Oh, no. Yeah, the kill goes over to Powerful. Sao's going to be caught undeterred by the amount of shotgun, but they are able to get a trade off of it, and it's Sayla.
I'm interested. I'm wondering, did he also get caught by the Tigreal there? Because, yeah, the implosion's gone, so just great response from Evil to at least get something on both sides of the map.
Yeah, I think Kidbama did not expect the full commit there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's happy, thinking that like, oh, you had to use your ultimate on me. But at the end of the day, a win is a win for Evil, especially with the team trying to catch up. 12 seconds before the next turtle spawns, Ven is still trying to catch up on the item, still only has one full item, and that's the Corrosion Scythe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need plenty of time to build up there, man, and that's one of the unfortunate things about Claude. But once it's there, you know, this combination, this team comp that Evil does have.
Look at one
it can't
shot.
work. Yeah, well, look at. I mean, he's been here the entire game, man. This is maybe what Nolan does best. You know,
The traps. Always great to have a Nolan play like that, but it really is, again, off-putting for Evil. They pop an amount of shocker, actually is able to show where the Nolan is, so they go straight for it. Gear goes over Petrify. Instant Purify out now. Sawo with the way to Dragon, able to lock Gear down, but it's going to be the the peel away from them, but they go all in again. The Blazing Duet is able to get Sawo down, but now one shot joins in the fight. Fracture doesn't land. Aether able to get the turtle. Team Spirit looking for the chase, but won't be able to chase all the way unless the Feather Airstrike comes up in time. Sunset Lover gets the shot, and one shot. It's like a bit of combo fracture. Sayla gets out with the Valentina.
There's just something about Nolan, man. It's just like he's lacking that damage that we saw so much before when he was kind of busted, you know? But now it's more so of, like you mentioned, Renmar earlier, Nolan kind of is there to keep you on your toes, you know? He shows up when you least expect it. He's able to pop up some damage, then he disengages. But he has been in the jungle of Evil. And even though Evil's able to find some things here and there across the map, they still have so much ground to cover. I mean, again, looking at the itemization here, they just don't have much to survive that burst that's coming through. And part of this is, again, Sunset Lover with the Genius Wand and the Lightning Truncheon now. His Feathered Airstrikes do quite a bit of damage to soften up that lineup of Evil.
Yeah, around a 1,300 gold lead for the carry over the Claude, close to 2,000 for the Nolan over the YSS. So the main damage dealer is not having a good time here for Evil, and that really means they need to find a way to slow things down. But it's tough to do that when you're up against a team that has a Show and a Pharsa. They can continue being aggressive. There's no reason for them to slow things down. They can't keep it up the way that they've been doing the past few minutes. And now even Kidbama is still.
Great cancel on the implosion. Oh no, the BMI coming down as well. Good take by Sayla on the way. The Dragon Bakir is taken so low, and one shot's able to trade his Roamer's life for a tier 2 down below.
Okay, Sawo going down there made Ven using the Blazing Duet look like just an afterthought. It was fine. Evil still got a small win there in the end. Ooh.
Yeah, but you see what's happening here, man. If they spend a little bit too long in front, even their tankier members, their tankier heroes are getting shredded to half health.
Wow.
There it is. Swift Trinity achieved already for Hiko under that 10-minute mark. So, you know, he's online to carry. Maybe once he builds maybe the Malefic Gun, gets a little bit of range here, he's going to be shredding them even further. This is an easy Lord take for Team Spirit to now go ahead and get ready to march towards the space.
And I really like the fact that this is something that we've been talking about all the way from before Wildcard as well, but the mid laner not having to go for Glowing Wand anymore, right? Sunset Lover, he's so ahead now, and he just goes straight for Genius Wand and Lightning Truncheon, and that's why you see the explosive damage from those Feathered Airstrikes. Even Gear, he can't handle that, dude. And it's all because they don't need to go and buy out, spend unnecessary resources on the Glowing Wand.
Yeah, they don't need to worry about any regen here, so it's all good. Just go straight for the damage, and now it looks like Spirit might be able to get a lot of inhibitors here. They could, I think if they could go for the full Brazilian, I think they can. Just the full wax.
I looked at, we made eye contact for a second there because I was like, full Brazilian, man. Hey.
It'll be a bare naked face.
No, that's true. It's going to be exposed, as I like to call it.
They get rid of the Holy Shield, all right? That's about it right now. They are going to go for another wave.
Yeah.
Bottom mid. But yeah, for now, it's just them playing it safe. They don't really need to do anything too crazy. Bamba does pop in Consecration, baits on the Mountain Shocker away, and now tries to zone them in the backline. Skier goes in for the Furious Dive, the Petrify, and is able to land it on Hiko as Sayla steals the Feather Airstrike and zones them back, says, all right, that's enough, brother.
I gotta say, like, the fact that they're down 8, almost 9,000 gold, that's an okay defense. You know, you need to buy yourself enough time to go ahead and let Ven get these items that he needs, and that's getting more difficult. Now, Team Spirit, they're still gonna stay on this side of the map if they want to. Sawo could literally lead into this space and force a fight if he wants to with a flicker. So if Feather Airstrike comes down, they might just want to get this turret, but still having difficulty actually getting to these turrets and getting them down. But Hiko now does pick up that Malefic Gun, so he's got a little bit more of that range. Kid Bomba as well gets himself the Chastised Pauldron. So that power spike it's already been there for Team Spirit, and Evil is having a difficult time at trying to match the survivability that they need. That's why this time, being able to buy more of this time is important for more so their frontliners, especially powerful, man. We've seen it so many times, guys. If a Tigreal is able to get a set up, like on multiple members.
Yeah, and I think that's why Team Spirit have just been playing around the Feathered Airstrike during the base siege. It's like, okay, clear minion waves. They didn't force anything. Okay, we're not going to force anything. They're worried that they'll just walk into a big implosion that will risk turning this an 8k gold lead into 5, which makes things more manageable. And if they mess up even more, it could go down to 3, maybe even things out. So Spirit are still just taking their conditions, making sure they get the items. They have BOD now for one shot. Lord is up at 16. They're playing that split where in out. One shot is going away from the rest of the team, and he's the one managing the minion waves. So they're still very fundamental here.
This is the thing, it's just not fun to be powerful, you know, trying to scout things out, and the next thing you know, he's at half health, he's got to go reset. They most likely can't do anything about this Lord. It's going to be quickly taken down by Team Spirit. So they'll try to scrap up what they can on this side of the jungle, but Sawo goes for a kick, not the direction he was looking for.
Yeah.
He'll take it though, again, not expending that flicker because the play here is it'll be back up by the time the Lord goes and gets towards base here. So this is potentially now for Team Spirit a winning angle off this push. It's going to be crucial for Evil to make this work. And if we look at the defense capability of this lineup, we have to see what Sayla, I'm sure he's going to get the Feathered Airstrike. They need that to be able to survive this push from the Lord here.
Sure. Wings and the Endless Battle now by Gear and Aether respectively, with the Lord marching in 10,000 gold lead. This should be endable, but knowing Team Spirit and seeing how they've been playing the past few minutes, they still might also just go for, okay, we got a tower, we still don't have a kill, let's wait for the next minion wave, because they're really just very wary about Gear and Powerful chaining crowd controls together and punishing Team Spirit.
Yeah, they got a Melvic Gun on Hiko. Oh my goodness, the Lightning Truncheon doing so much. A bait on the implosion by one shot with the fracture. Sawo gets the immortality. Will be going for a crazy play with the Dragon and Flicker, but it actually sends him off here. So they're passing Black Dragon form now with Sunset Lover, and Hiko is able to just run through Gear. The Lord is going on the base. Powerful is going to be shredded down as well as Hiko goes straight for the base, and they'll end it at 14 minutes and 4 seconds.